Sorry. Good evening, everyone. It is December 16th. It is 6:30. I finally got here. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk Brady.
Trustee Vogel?
Here.
Papantos?
Present.
Trustee Vito?
Here.
Trustee Lang?
Here.
Trustee Kruger?
Present.
Trustee Rufato?
Here.
President Horker?
Here. You have before you the minutes of the regular meeting of November 18th, 2024. I need a motion for their approval.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Rufato, second Trustee Vogel, roll call.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Kruger?
Yes.
Trustee Rufato?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
President Horker?
Yes, any changes to the agenda?
There are no changes this evening.
Administration of oaths. Wait. Chief, would you introduce our officer,
Yes,
please?
thank you, President Horker. Tonight, we would like to introduce Buddy, a 2-year-old friendly and gentle Labrador Terrier mix. Buddy's been specially trained to provide emotional support to the officers and the community. He has been trained by the Supporting Independence Through Teamwork Foundation in Ava, Illinois. He was trained there to be a Pawfficer. Buddy joined our family in mid-November after completing Pawfficer Training Academy. Bold, fun little guy who loves nothing more than to meet new friends, old friends, show off his commands and to play. Buddy's never met a person he didn't like, and he loves to make people laugh. Buddy thinks life's a game, and he doesn't care who's winning because he just wants to participate. Since joining the team, Buddy has been accepted seamlessly, earning the affection and trust because of his calm demeanor and his warm presence. When not working, Buddy enjoys playing with his collection of stuffed animals, a pastime that showcases his lighthearted personality. With Buddy tonight is Officer Peter Exwitz. Peter is Buddy's primary handler, and Buddy actually goes home with him from time to time when Buddy's not in the station.
We're ready? All right. I, Buddy, do solemnly swear to discharge my duties faithfully and to support the residents of the village of Wheeling, Illinois, while serving as Pawfficer for the Wheeling Police Department. You may bark now if you want to, Buddy. Can you bark? Good. Oh.
Thank you very much. Buddy, have a nice night.
It is very nice that we've reached a point where we can have that type of a service animal here. I mean, we're comfortable enough. Citizens' concerns and comments.
Not today.
Staff reports. Mr. Kaup, what do we got?
Yeah, good evening, President Horker, trustees. Just wanted to make mention of an article that you may have seen in the last few days in the Daily Herald regarding Chicago Water and their choice to switch from one type of phosphate, chemical polyphosphates, to orthophosphates, which may cause cloudiness in the water. We have gotten a couple of phone calls at Public Works with the concern. First and foremost, I want to let you know that transition would not have any impact on the quality of the water, but more importantly, for Wheeling residents, we don't get our water from Chicago. We get our water from Evanston by way of the Northwest Water Commission, and so there will be no change in Wheeling's water clarity or quality, just in case anybody had a concern. I'm happy to take any questions if anybody has any.
Thank you. Question? Okay. Clerk Brady, consent agenda.
Consent agenda. All items listed on the consent agenda are considered to be routine by the village board and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless the board member or citizen so request, in which event the item will be removed from the general order of business and considered after all other agenda items. 11A, resolution approving the first one-year renewal contract with Alpha Maintenance and Service, Inc. for fire hydrant, sandblasting, and painting services in the amount not to exceed $34,200 for fiscal year 2025. 11B, resolution approving a third one-year renewal contract with Clean Cut Tree Services, Inc. for creek and waterway tree trimming and removal services in the amount not to exceed $30,000 for fiscal year 2025. 11C, resolution for maintenance under the Illinois Highway Code, Section 25-0000-00-GM. 11D, resolution approving the capital improvement plan for the 5-year period of fiscal year 2025 through 2029. 11E, resolution approving change order number 2 to the 3-year contract with Best Quality Cleaning for janitorial services at village facilities, increasing the contract amount by $41,180 from $235,500 to $276,680. 11F, resolution authorizing the acceptance of previous bid Sourcewell contract number 020221-RTA with RTA for fleet management software in the amount of $28,368.10 for fiscal year 2025. 11G, resolution approving a service agreement with the Salem Group for temporary clerical services in the amount not to exceed $30,000 for fiscal year 2025. 11H, resolution approving an increase in the village manager's compensation. 11I, ordinance amending chapter 1.26 of the Wheeling Municipal Code regarding village fees and charges. 11J, resolution approving proposal for liability insurance covering for Arthur J. Gallagher Risk Management Service, Inc., and insurance consulting services from Nugget Risk Management Service. 11K, resolution waiving the fidelity bond requirements for the Catholic Bishop, St. Joseph the Worker Parish, to conduct a raffle event on February 9th, 2025. 11L, ordinance amending Title I, General Provisions, Chapter 1.04, Section 1.04.190 of the Wheeling Village Code and regard to conflicts with the Cook County Paid Leave Ordinance.
Any questions or comments? If I have none, I'd be looking for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Motion, trustee Vogel, second, trustee Papantos. Roll call.
Trustee Lang,
Yes.
trustee Kruger,
Yes.
trustee Rufato,
Yes.
trustee Vogel,
Yes.
trustee Papantos.
Yes.
Trustee Vito,
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes.
New business.
New business.
13A, ordinance granting special use approval to permit a recreation and instruction facility at 401 South Milwaukee Avenue, Suite 230, Camino Wellness Center, docket number PSU 24-0025.
Mr. Clicker.
Yes, what you have before you is a request from Camino Wellness. They are an existing business in town that conducts various activities, including meditation and yoga classes. They currently operate with 12 or fewer students, but as they wish to expand to over 12, and our zoning code then does require that they obtain a special use. This was heard by the Plan Commission and unanimously recommended for approval.
Questions? If there are no questions, motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion trustee Kruger, second trustee Lang. Roll call.
Trustee Kruger,
Yes.
trustee Rufato,
Yes.
trustee Vogel,
Yes.
trustee Papantos, trustee Vito,
Yes.
trustee Lang,
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes.
13B, ordinance amending various sections of Title 13 Water and Sewer of the Wheeling Municipal Code.
Mr. Smith.
Thank you. This is the annual water, sewer, and stormwater rate increase. It is 60 cents for water and sewer combined and 25 cents for stormwater. These are the fees that we discussed during the workshop on November 2nd. If anybody has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Questions or comments? There being none, motion to approve.
So moved.
Trustee
Second.
Rufato, second trustee Papantos. Roll call.
Trustee Rufato,
Yes.
trustee Vogel,
Yes.
trustee Papantos,
Yes.
trustee Vito,
Yes.
trustee Lang,
Yes.
trustee Kruger,
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes.
13C, ordinance implementing a municipal grocery retailer's occupation tax and a municipal grocery service occupation tax for the village of Wheeling.
Mr. Smith.
The state repealed the grocery tax as of January 1st, 2026. This local tax would reinstate the grocery tax exactly as it was, just local. It would replace the $670,000 that we were estimated to lose with the repeal. And it would work the same way. If we didn't reenact this, we'd be subject to instating a 4% increase in property taxes to make up that money. Be happy to answer any other questions you have.
No questions? That was very nice of the state to do that for themselves. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion trustee Papantos, second trustee Vogel. Roll call.
Trustee Rufato,
Yes.
trustee Kruger,
Yes.
trustee Lang.
Yes.
Trustee Vito,
Yes.
trustee Papantos.
Yes.
Trustee Vogel,
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes.
13D. Hold on a sec. Oh, wow. Okay, ordinance authorizing the levy and collection of taxes for the corporate and municipal purpose of the Village of Wheeling for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2024 and ending December 31st, 2024. 13E, ordinance abating the 2024 tax levy requirements for the general obligation refunding bond Series 2020. 13F, ordinance abating the 2024 tax levy requirements for the general obligation corporate purpose bonds Series 2027, or no, 2007, sorry. 13G, abating the 2024 tax levy requirements for the general obligation refunding bonds Series 2021. 11H, ordinance adopting the Village of Wheeling's annual budget for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025 and ending December 31st, 2025.
Mr. Smith.
The tax levy increase is 1.34% to move the South TIF's EAV into the main levy. It will not increase property taxes for residents and businesses. And the annual budget is $116,615,049. It is slightly higher than what we proposed at November 2nd meeting, and that's to add the special census costs into the budget. And then as far as the abatement ordinances, those are just to tell the county that we don't need to levy those taxes related to those bonds because we have other revenue sources paying paying for those bonds. Happy to answer any
And
other
that-
questions.
And
Yeah.
see, let's not just glaze over that. That is actually saving the residents money as well. That's
Yes.
money that we're not going to be getting from them because we've been fiscally responsible and sort of minding the budget.
Correct. Several $1 million were
Don't
abated.
just gloss over that.
Yeah.
There's an opportunity.
My apologies.
Okay. Questions, trustee Kruger?
None.
Just happy giggling over there?
Just giggling at the
Okay.
glossing.
Are there any questions about any of this? We're going to take them one at a time. Okay. I need a motion to approve the ordinance authorizing the levy and collection for taxes for 2024.
So moved.
Trustee Papantos, second. Or not.
Second.
Trustee Vogel?
Trustee Krueger,
Yes.
trustee Lang,
Yes.
trustee Vito,
Yes.
trustee Papantos.
Yes.
Trustee Vogel,
Yes.
trustee Rufato,
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes, ordinance abating the 2024 tax levy requirements for the general obligation refunding bond, Series 2020.
So moved.
Trustee Krueger, second.
Second.
Trustee Rufato, roll call.
Trustee Lang,
Yes.
trustee Vito,
Yes.
trustee Papantos.
Yes.
Trustee Vogel,
Yes.
trustee Rufato,
Yes.
trustee Krueger,
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes. F, ordinance abating the 2024 tax levy requirements for general obligation corporate purpose bonds, Series 2007.
So moved.
Trustee Krueger, second.
Second.
Trustee Papantos, roll call.
Trustee Vito,
Yes.
trustee Papantos.
Yes.
Trustee Vogel,
Yes.
trustee Rufato,
Yes.
trustee Krueger,
Yes.
trustee Lang,
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes. G, ordinance abating the 2024 tax levy requirements for the general obligation refunding bond, Series 2021.
So moved.
Motion trustee Papantos, second trustee Vogel, roll call.
Trustee Papantos.
Yes.
Trustee Vogel,
Yes.
trustee Rufato,
Yes.
trustee Krueger,
Yes.
trustee Lang,
Yes.
trustee Vito,
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes, and finally, spending about $116 million, ordinance H, adopting the village annual budget for 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Rufato, second trustee Krueger, roll call.
Trustee Vogel,
Yes.
trustee Rufato,
Yes.
trustee Krueger,
Yes.
trustee Lang.
Yes.
Trustee Vito,
Yes.
trustee Papantos.
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes. We just saved a lot of money and spent a lot of money. Official communications? Quick and easy, anybody? Trustee Papantos?
Just want to wish everybody happy holidays, because we won't see you again until after the first of the year.
Ditto.
Ditto. Got a lot of holidays coming up. It's wonderful that we can celebrate them all here in town without any sort of trouble. If there are no other questions or comments, we do have the bills to pay for December 1st through December 11th, 2024.
So moved.
Motion trustee Papantos, second.
Second.
Trustee Krueger, roll call.
Trustee Vogel,
Yes.
trustee Rufato,
Yes.
trustee Krueger,
Yes.
trustee Lang.
Yes.
Trustee Vito,
Yes.
trustee Papantos.
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes. Now, we do have an executive session this evening for the purposes of setting of a price for sale or lease of property owned by the public body. So I need a motion to adjourn the regular session and
Motion to go into executive session for the purpose stated and to adjourn the regular meeting.
thank you. That should not have been that hard.
That's okay. It's the last meeting of the year.
It's right there. It just wasn't clicking. Anybody want to make that?
That.
Trustee Lang, second.
Second.
Trustee Krueger, roll call.
Trustee Vogel,
Yes.
trustee Papantos.
Yes.
Trustee Vito,
Yes.
trustee Lang.
Yes.
Trustee Krueger,
Yes.
trustee Rufato,
Yes.
President Horker.
Yes, there will be no actions taken on the executive session after the meeting. This meeting is adjourned. Happy New Year, everybody. Why was that not clicking in my head?